2025 was unique. Just you buckle up for 2026. More like 2026. You're listening to Bug and Moss.
Whoa. From the Skittering Studios underneath your favorite rock. It is 7:03 o'clock on the dot on the Bug and Moss morning telephone show. I'm Moss.
I'm Bug.
And we have a special guest today. Leonard.
Hi.
Hi, Leonard. Okay. I was so scared that the call dropped in the intervening time because I have no idea if we were hooked up or not.
I'm here.
Awesome. We have got, it's Monkey See, no, it's Monday See, Monday Do. It's our first themed Monday. I think this is the first time we've had a remote guest? No, because we've had you call into the show before. Right, Bug?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if we've ever had any other remote guests, but Leonard showed up with like professional microphone and everything. Oh, we did have Jordan call in. I guess that's true. But Leonard's like in studio quality.
That's true.
Yeah, you said
that's right.
Your Rode mic or whatever?
Yeah, Rode NT1A. It's the cheaper version of the famous Rode NT1 mic. It rules, but I mean, really the only difference is this one's a lot brighter, which for voice doesn't matter. But if you were like recording acoustic guitar, you'd be like, too bright.
Gotcha. Yeah, like, do you remember? So Leonard and I went to high school together. We met in a remedial English class, and we bonded over a lot of music and music recording. Do you remember those terrible MXL microphones? Yeah. I still have those from when we recorded way back in the day. Talk about like too bright when you put them on an acoustic guitar. Those things were awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. I actually don't mind. I don't know. I'd rather have the brightness there because I could EQ it out. But I got this mic for like $20 from an estate sale.
Oh, hell yeah. Wait, you found a Rode NT1 at an estate sale?
Yeah. I also got a free Subkick microphone at that estate sale because I was able to guess what it was. I don't know if you know what a Subkick microphone is, but if you look at a homemade one, it's a speaker that's literally just wired in reverse.
And you stick it in front of your kick drum, right? Yeah.
And I was walking through, and the guy was like, "If you can guess what this is, you can have it." I'm like, "Is it a Subkick microphone?" He said, "Holy shit!" And I don't think he actually wanted to give it to me, but I was like, "Hey, man, that's the rules.
That's the
rules. You give me that Subkick microphone.
Yeah, don't set a smug gamble.
Tell me that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah."
That person was probably both very excited that someone got it, and also, well, fine then, have it.
Yeah.
So. We have a lot of questions. I told people to submit questions about truck driving and about music. And I think mostly our questions are about truck driving, but I've got questions about music, so we can get to that.
All right.
But Leonard, right before we started, you told me that you are actually driving today. I thought you said it was your day off, but you're leaving at like fucking midnight or whatever, right?
Yeah. I go in tonight at 12:30. So, I mean, technically it is tomorrow. Technically, I have Monday off.
Yeah, okay, I guess.
Yeah, I got to like be to bed at 4 o'clock, and that's not even to get a full amount of sleep. That's just what I've rationed myself to be able to continue on with my living life.
Yeah.
I assumed that like in a driving profession like that, they would be super protective of like your hours from like a regulation standpoint. Because I've heard like pilots have to fill out logs of like how much sleep and then flight time and things that they get. Is that true for you?
Yeah. I mean, we have pretty stringent hours of operation laws, but basically what they do is they govern the amount of time you can work in a given set period of time. So like 14 hours in the day. That's the classic example. You can't drive so you clock in 14 hours after that, you cannot drive.
Okay.
Whatsoever. It doesn't matter if you have not driven also in that time. 14 hours after you start your day, you're not allowed to drive anymore.
Yeah.
You can keep working. You can do other shit. You need 10 hours off in between shifts for that 14-hour clock to reset.
Interesting.
So after 10 hours, the 14 hours comes back, and then you need to, this one's hard to explain, but there's a 70-hour limit.
In like a week or in a day?
In a week.
Okay.
Technically, it's 8 days. Yeah, it's 70 hours in one day.
Wait, you literally live eight days a week like fucking the Beatles song?
Yeah, well, not exactly. That's why it's hard to explain, but technically it's 8 days. But anyway, what it boils down to is those hours continue to add up until you take 32 hours off. Once you have what's called the 32-hour reset, your 70-hour clock resets. For most people, it really is a week. It really is 7 days, but I think technically their system looks back 8 total days.
Gotcha.
But in effect, in practice, it's 1 week.
So do you have to report how much you slept at all? Because that would fuck me. I would be so like, do you have
No.
to? Okay,
If I had to report how much I slept, I think I'd get fired.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Because the answer is not a lot.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Especially, so is it common? So starting a run that late. All right. So, yeah. Well, I've been talking a lot. Bug, you should get a question or something.
Okay.
If you got one. I feel like you've been trying to start and I've been stepping on you.
Oh, no. Well, now you've put me on the spot and my brain fizzled out.
Oh, I thought you had a question like in the chamber.
Well, I have a lot of questions, but I was actually in what we were talking about. It was funny because you said, I assume that it's like pilots, and this is like pilots. It's not time of day that's regulated. First of all, trucking was deregulated in the 80s. Second of all, it's not time of day that's regulated. It is your own personal time of day for when you're working. Like, we've got red-eye flights.
Right. No.
Also, Leonard's not driving passengers, which
That's
makes
true.
a huge difference.
As far as you know, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Haven't encountered any unexpected passengers yet. I had a mouse once, which is a problem when you deliver food. That was the end of the run right there, dude. I found a mouse and that was it. I was like, I guess I'm fucking done.
Wait, when did that happen?
Drive back. This was like 2 years ago.
Was it right at the start, like you were loading in or something, or did you get to the place and go, fuck?
It was like in the middle. I was going to get a backhaul. I was going to pick stuff up to bring back to where I work.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And I was looking in, and I saw droppings on the floor. Oh, so I got this. I got it mixed up, actually. I saw mouse droppings, but saw a bird, which was super confusing.
Like, okay.
So I had both.
Little old lady who swallowed a fly situation in the back of the trailer.
Yeah. And so I was like, that doesn't look like bird poop, but that's a bird. And I'm looking at this fucking bird. I'm like, well, I mean, I can't deliver anything else anymore, so I guess I'll just call and come back.
That's wild.
So I think we should lay out some basic things then about trucking, because I'm already confused. So just learned what backhaul was. I'm assuming I'd been under the impression that there's like fleet drivers and then everyone else, where like fleet drivers are a company that has like their own thing and that's sort of self-contained. And then everyone else usually like owns a tractor, pulls trailers. How is that like? Who do you work for? Whose agenda are you serving?
I work for one company. It's really confusing because basically there are owner operators, right? Which might be what you're thinking of. People who own their own truck and drive and pick up loads that like they'll get through like a brokering company or something like that. And then there are company drivers. Like I work for, I don't want to say what company I work for.
Yeah, Leonard, don't dox yourself, dog.
But anyway, I work for a company, right? We deliver food. So my entire job is to deliver the food. I go to stores and I drop them off. Now we'll do something called backhauls, which are things that we sell. If they are in a local area, then our trucks will go pick them up, as opposed to having other trucks bring them in.
That makes sense.
Because their pickup locations are close enough to us that like, you know, it's a secondary part of my job. It's not my main job, but it is a thing I do. Like I'll pick things up and bring them back to our distribution center.
Is it so if you're delivering food, is that part of why your stuff starts at the time it does? Are you frequently doing these like late runs so you get to the grocery store like first thing in the morning type beat?
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly why. And especially like the run I'm doing tomorrow, I have keys for the first 5 stores I go to. So I deliver them before anyone is even there.
That makes total sense. That is so great. Mason and I aren't truck drivers, but we've both accepted deliveries. So.
Yeah, certainly. When I worked at a grocery store for a very long time, and I didn't think that y'all would be allowed to go in and unlock your truck. But I guess that must just be store to store, or like to go in and start unloading your pallets and things.
Oh yeah, it depends. I mean, it's store to store. Well, you worked at like Market Basket. We wouldn't be able to do something like that. But like I delivered to a lot of small co-ops and stuff. So they won't get there till like 8 or 9 in the morning. And I'm like, fuck, I'm not happening. I am going to be long gone by then.
Leonard won't say what company he works for, but he'll happily say the ones I worked for.
Well, that's because I value myself over all others.
So good. So true.
I'm fully just razzing. I've said Market Basket before on this. Also, unrelated, we got to cover the Market Basket story on this show sometime, maybe tomorrow, because the CEO got ousted again. You remember the fucking strike, right, Leonard? Like that whole thing?
Oh, yeah, I remember. I was just talking with my wife about this. I was like, they fucking booted him again.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
What? It's bullshit, man. Same people, same shit.
Oh, well, we will have to talk about that. Maybe you can see if you have any old contacts there. We can get them on the horn.
Yeah, see if I can get Mr. Luciano, Mr. Gordon. Get at me. I know you watch this show. We had people sending in questions. Oh, Colin in chat says, same guy came back or like new CEO got ousted? Here's a short teaser for when we talk about it. The CEO got ousted because he was too nice and gave employees bonuses and paid them too well. Everyone went on strike, starting with the truck drivers, which is really the reason it worked. And then after that strike, his name was RDT, he got put back in. And then he has been again ousted by his siblings who want to basically sell the company to private equity and fuck it up with shareholders.
That's foul. That's going to ruin Market Basket. They're like, we want to end it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. That's still where I primarily shop.
Dude, it's the best fucking grocery store ever.
It's the best one I've been to. And I've only been like, well, I've been a lot for someone who doesn't live in New England. Every time I'm there, I'm like, I know where I can use the bathroom, get some stuff, find a parking lot.
And actually, a good segue built in there. That strike was started by truck drivers, which I think just stresses that, like, I feel like it's a job that a lot of people, they both think about, but also don't acknowledge the importance of. I feel like everyone thinks about them as like people on the road, you know, like, oh, all these trucks are in my way or whatever, or like, oh, big rigs. People don't think about how fucking, if no one was driving those trucks, everything would stop really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had like somewhat of an appreciation for that before I became a truck driver, and now that I am one, I'm like, wow, I took that for granted. Like, it's I mean, how else would people? I mean, if you want any sort of connected or society at scale, you need people to move that shit.
Yeah, especially in the United States where we've got highways, not trains. So
yeah. Allergic to trains. I don't believe in them personally. Never seen one. I don't think they're real.
Yeah, no.
You go to pick up directly from a freighter and you're like, I don't know what that is, but load her up.
Fucking weird car, man.
Yeah. That's like a weird place to set up a projector. I don't know what you're doing here.
Big truck.
So a question that I have that I couldn't figure out how to quite word, but I think you'll know what I mean is, what is the thing like that, like perspective shift wise? Like, what are some of the biggest things that you now know from doing this job that you didn't know before that most people probably don't know? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I guess you could attack that in a couple ways. I mean, do you mean just in general or about driving? Because let me tell you, it's changed my opinion on driving.
Oh, well, dig into that. What do you mean?
Yeah, I think most everybody in the world's a bad driver is what I've come to the conclusion of. They have absolutely no idea of reality, like at all. They have no concept of where they are in space and time. And it's just a giant problem waiting to happen at all times.
I can only imagine, because you weigh like 6 times as much as anyone else on the road around you, and they're probably just bouncing around.
And Leonard, I have a question directly related to this because it's fascinating to watch. Also, I have a question related to that, which is that I think truck drivers in New England and like Utah are better than truck drivers in the rest of the country because you have to be or everyone will die because of the weather in mountains.
There is legitimate, like, that experienced driving truck up here is considered more valuable to a company because it's more difficult to do.
Makes sense.
Because of whether it's the road construction of these old towns that like were absolutely not designed for big trucks.
Not designed at all, really.
Or it's the
just kind of
designed for people.
Yeah.
Not even designed for horses. They're designed to inspire rage.
Yeah. Desolation.
So that you work harder.
They built those mill buildings to be abandoned in the 2010s.
They did.
So they can turn them into expensive apartments and shit.
Yeah.
Leonard, I have a practical question, a really simple practical question that I'm hoping everyone can take to the bank, which is, How much distance should someone give you before they pull their car in front of your truck?
A lot more than they think. Yeah. So like the textbook definition, right, of following distance I'm supposed to maintain in a truck, which isn't always super possible, but I do very much within my power to try and keep, is like 7 seconds.
Yeah. 7 Gregorian seconds.
Actual seconds is the like, and technically it can change. It depends both on weight and speed you're going and how long your vehicle is, but 7 seconds is the general, like for what I drive, that's the general top end of what it's supposed to be. Most people keep around 4 or 5. Yeah, I mean, it should be, I would say, if for a layman's view, like 2 or 3 tractor trailers worth of space, if you're going to pull out in front of me, is what you should, it's what you should give to give me any chance whatsoever to account for the fact that you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, dude. The most I see people give out here is a wiffle ball. Like
they literally do not even give a single car length, and it is insane.
Yeah.
How fast?
Yeah, I mean,
finish what you were going to say. Then I have a physics question.
Oh, I was just going to say that I've never once seen anybody give me a proper amount of space to fucking...
Yeah.
My goal is to be that person for truck drivers from now on, is to be that person who's like, but the problem is someone's going to fucking cut him off behind me while I'm giving space.
Yeah.
Here's a physics question.
They'll pass you on the right in order to...
They will. Yes,
Straight
they
will. How fast can you stop a fully loaded trailer from 60 miles an hour on the highway to 0? Like how aggressively have you had to stop in your driving career? I also don't know how long you've been at this gig.
I've been driving for 5 years now.
Okay,
I've had to stop very aggressively. It takes, I have never timed it. I actually knew the answer once because there is math to give you what the approximate answer is. But that's kind of how you come to that 7 second mark.
Yeah.
So it takes about between 5 and 10 seconds, depending on how much you're weighing and how much you're carrying.
Right. The trailer probably makes a huge fucking difference, whether you're shipping like milk or
if you're
lettuce.
bobtailing, you'll stop immediately and launch yourself through the fucking windshield.
Right. If you don't have a trailer, which that is called bobtailing. I was right about that.
Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah, trucker knowledge.
I was surprised you knew that. I was like, what a weird thing for him to know.
I picked it up from someone somewhere. I don't remember where, but I was like, that's my truck term I know. So... yeah, I imagine that thing is not what one would call agile, and it's got to be probably terrifying when you're slamming on the brakes in that huge, heavy machine.
Yeah, well, it's like it's fucking spooky because like the like your trailer can just kick out and start sliding along the side of you if you slam your brakes too hard. You know, because they'll lock up, and air brakes are a weird thing too. Like the more you use them, the less they work, technically speaking, in physics, because they're air brakes, like they wear down. They wear down from heat.
Okay.
And so, if your brakes are too warm, they won't grip and they won't actually stop your truck. So you have to be careful when you're slamming your brakes because they might just. This is unlikely if you're driving normally for this to happen. But if you've been doing a lot of braking and you really fucking give it the beans, it might just not stop. That's an extreme situation, but it could happen.
Yikes. Wait, so actually, I don't know what the fuck air brakes are. And you'd think about the general like things I'm interested in, and I ought to. I thought air brakes, my like guess was that they are held like they want to close by default and they're held open by pressure somehow. I thought they were like backwards.
Correct.
Oh, really? Okay. Wait, so how the fuck does that work?
If you use them too much, like when they wear down, it's just because of how heavy the stuff is that you're trying to stop. It's just friction will create, which isn't to cause like heat will cause things to expand, right? I don't know. I'm not the fucking physicist.
Oh, so it's the same normal brake fade where it just like it expands and it can't.
Yeah, but it'll happen a lot faster.
Gotcha.
Like it can happen in the course of a single trip. You know what I mean?
And that classic sound that happens when a truck stops, is that the pressure like just being released and the brakes closing shut?
Yeah.
Cool. Fuck yeah. I guessed right. Hell yeah. Never Googled
Yeah, you know,
that.
it's funny. I thought it was the opposite until I was a truck driver. I thought that the air was used to push the brakes. But it's not. It's the opposite, which is super helpful because if you cut the air to a truck, the brakes will lock. and that is super helpful.
That's definitely better
Unless,
than
of course,
not.
you fucking blow an airline on the road, and then that's not helpful.
Right.
Then it's the opposite of helpful.
Speaking of that, I've seen those runaway truck lanes, and actually, Bug, you'd never seen those until we went to New England?
No, I'd never. Well, am from a place that's very flat, and we get a winter, but it's not that. I just, in the back of my eye, see you fighting with cinders.
He was eating the flowers on the desk behind me that nobody can see.
Yeah, I'd never seen a runaway truck lane. I think I have noticed some now, but I mean, have you seen them out here?
No, I don't see them out here.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're in
sorry. I'm a
Appalachia,
fucking
but
idiot.
Oh no, Leonard, they're definitely where you are, right? Because if for those who don't know, how would you describe those from the perspective of a truck driver?
A runaway truck lane is almost always found on highways. It's pretty uncommon that you would find it anywhere else, because a highway is pretty much the only place you're going to build up the speed needed to need one of these things. And it's for when your brakes fail. And it's when you're going downhill. If you're going downhill and you're braking too often, your brakes can fail for exactly the reason I was talking about. So what they are essentially, I've never thankfully had to drive on one.
Good. That was
so
my
I don't know
follow-up.
I don't know fully what they're made out of, but it is some kind of fucking hard to move through material that's built up kind of like it. In my mind, it's always like a giant sand bridge. I don't think it's sand, but that's how I think of it. And it goes uphill pretty aggressively. And the idea is for when you're going down a steep grade and your brakes give out, you just drive up on that thing and it'll fucking stop you. And then someone has to come pull you out. And it's just to save you from killing everybody in front of you.
yeah.
It's kind of like when a stunt person falls off a building into those cardboard boxes, right? That same kind of just slow the mass down. So you've not had to use one. Have you known anyone who has?
No, I don't think I've ever known anyone personally who's had to use it. I've seen trucks in them though, and it's always kind of like I always laugh. I laugh every time.
Yeah.
I'm like, aha, asshole.
Yeah. You're lucky that was there. Oh.
Yeah.
Because that's the other
Meanwhile, I'm like going down the road trying not to fucking use my brakes too much. Like, what a silly job.
Yeah.
Colin in the chat says, how many cardboard boxes would it take to stop a truck?
3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4
That's it.
fucking real thick ones.
Well, and this is, I think, again, why it's so fascinating the way that we deal with driving in this country, which is like we have to teach people how to drive and we don't really. We're like, your parents will teach you and they're also bad drivers, so it doesn't go well. But we also then don't retest people until they become elderly. So I find it fascinating to think about the fact that not only are most people cutting off truck drivers, they're actively affecting the efficacy of your brakes in any given drive when they do that.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, and I guess how much can you blame anybody for not thinking of that if they don't know? They're supposed to know.
They have to be taught.
Yeah. An incredible look. There are bad truck drivers, for sure. Here are people who should not be doing it. Them aside, people could stand to understand a little more how the things operate, so that a few less of them could get fucking smashed. I mean, even other commercial drivers don't get it. Like, I've driven up, this will matter only to maybe Mason who might recognize it, but there's this road called Chesterfield Hill, on the way from Keene, New Hampshire to fucking Brattleboro.
Dog, that road has claimed a lot of lives.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them just lying on the ground in the job.
Oh, dude, that's so rough.
Yeah, and fucking there was a school bus that pulled out in front of me once on that road.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
People don't get it. I left plenty of room because I've been driving that intersection my whole life. I was like, okay, someone's going to come out. They always do every single time. And I was right. But
oh my God.
Yeah, people got to be aware. Just, I don't know. Fucking stop following people so close.
Dude,
it's fine. You're going to get there.
A school bus is the scariest thing to pull out in front of you. For those who don't know, Chesterfield Hill is a very long, steep sort of hill on your way into Vermont that curves. There's a couple blind curves, one with a passing zone that a lot of people have died on. Then there's roads that just cross it in the middle of the highway. And on a grade where I would imagine it would be difficult in slippery conditions to stop a truck at all.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh. Yeah, just remember as you're driving, I think we all need a reminder that there are other people there too.
And metal is hard and cold.
It doesn't forgive.
No.
We have some questions that aren't as dark, but before we get to those, I have another dark one. So I'll just go ahead and ask it. Once, while I was coming home from a concert with some friends in college, we were all like, shooting the shit, cutting up, whatever. And we were completely sobered and just silent for the rest of the trip because we saw a entire cab of a truck on fire, like completely engulfed in flames. And when I looked it up, they were just like, yep, can happen. And I was wondering if that was a thing you have encountered or are worried about when you're driving.
I'm a little worried about it happening because our company uses whatever, like fleet trucks. We all have the same. And like we got used ones from a previous location that closed down. These things are fucking snake bit. Like everyone who drove these trucks got laid off and they gave them to us. I don't like that. But anyway.
Yeah, that's rough energy.
Like 2 months ago, one of them did catch on fire. I've seen a few of them catch on fire. It's never happened to me, but yeah, it can absolutely happen. Fucking faulty electrical, pushing high current because those trucks have like six car batteries. That's how it works. They're all wired in series and parallel and shit. There's many batteries.
Wait, really? What voltage is the system running? Is it a 12-volt system still? Or
14.
Interesting. Okay. There's 6 batteries in there?
Yeah, if I counted right. I haven't looked in a while. But it's more than you think there should be.
Yeah.
For sure.
So what is the source of the fire?
Well, it can be anything. The source of the fire from the person I worked with was it was doing you know what DEF is?
Is that the diesel fuel additive?
Diesel engine fluid, what yeah.
Yeah. Diesel engine fluid.
Well,
shouldn't that just be diesel?
Yeah, right. I could be wrong about what it actually stands for. That's what I always call it. It's the diesel engine fuel.
I'll Google
at times
that for you.
Yeah, thank you. At times, our trucks will do what's called like a burnout. So the fucking engine will heat up super high to burn out shit from the particle filters. And his caught on fire doing that. So
revving it just really
and it makes
hot.
a nasty smell. Yeah, it gets very hot. It makes a nasty smell too. Whenever it happens to me, I'm like, is today the day?
Yeah.
A burning fucking inferno driving through this town in Portland, Maine.
Diesel exhaust fluid used to reduce the amount of air
makes more
pollution created by a diesel engine?
Yeah, I don't know the science. I know old time truckers hate it, but old time truckers hate everything. So, I mean.
So, hey, also, Leonard, I think it's P. I'm looking at the page.
EPF?
Is it urea?
Yeah, specifically, DEF is an aqueous urea solution made with 32.5% urea and 67.5% deionized
I don't know if this
water.
is true or not, but in my head, first of all, urine is not our only source of urea.
Dude,
urea is also...
It's piss. You're putting piss in your
Urea
truck.
is also in a lot of facial products that can help with a lot of skin stuff. However, what's really interesting to me about that is imagining people pissing in their own fucking gas tanks for a while.
I was just going to say, the hell am I using all the fucking DEF fluid for?
Yeah.
I'm making it myself.
Yeah, for real. The DEF was inside us the whole time. So this burnout thing, you just sit there and just fucking floor it and just heat up the exhaust so that you cook the filters to clean them?
No, it does it on its own, which is what's scarier. It'll be happening while you're driving. You'll watch your engine temperature just rise and rise and rise, and you hope that you're going to get the thing that says exhaust burn off occurring. Because if you don't, then, well, you're fucked. Like, what are you supposed to do about that?
Yeah, couldn't
They can't tell you beforehand about to do this. It's like if your oven just started cleaning whenever it wanted.
That's fucked.
Yeah. With no warning whatsoever. And turning it off doesn't stop it. It'll go right back to it once you turn the fucking truck back on.
That's so weird. You don't have control over that. That's so weird. The burning off of to clean the filters and stuff like that also makes me think of the Italian tune-up where you gun your car to clear off the injectors. You're just supposed to just race it like you're blasting through the streets of Italy in the mob or whatever. And so now I'm wondering if there's truth to that too. But we have a lot of questions that were sent in by other people, and I just realized how fast we're going. Time is flying, so I want to make sure we hit these. Ty sent in, what do you listen to while driving? And if you listen to audiobooks, podcasts, or radio shows, are there any long or obscure series that you love but would never have given a shot if you didn't have the time?
Yeah, I listen to. I pretty much will listen to music or audio books or podcasts or stuff like that. I go in phases. The truck speakers are awful, and I've been dealing with sound my whole life.
Oh,
and so
yeah.
I can only listen to things that I have already heard, so that I can use my imagination to fill in the rest for what I can't hear.
Yo, that sucks.
Yeah, and that's how I end up listening to like podcasts and stuff like that. I think the only like obscure thing I wouldn't have picked if I didn't have the time is this YouTube channel called The Rixer.
The Rixer?
He makes history videos about PlayStation 2 speedrunning.
Oh, yo.
Which is a scene I was not involved in whatsoever, but I love passion and I love people talking about things they love. So I'll listen to his 45-minute video about how this guy set a new world record for some bullshit. I don't know if I can even make that recommendation, but I love it. It is fascinating if you want to see and learn about speedrunning. But it's great because I can just listen to that. I don't have to watch it. Like I have to pick things that I can just listen to.
Yeah.
Which can be difficult because I do frequently use YouTube. Not like I'm not watching it, but I'm like, fuck, I hope this video is mostly talking. And I click on it and I have to deal with whatever it is.
Yeah, and then you're driving and you're like, dun, 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 dun. I also listen to YouTube a lot if I'm doing stuff. And yeah, that's got to be a gamble. Probably lower stakes for me because I'm not often driving for hours and hours and hours at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pick just long things. That's how I do it.
You should, hey, Leonard.
That's the glory of hardcore history, I guess, because all those episodes are like 6 hours, so you can just put one on.
Dan Carlin.
Fuck it. I didn't even care. Yeah, I don't care that much about fucking the war in the Pacific, but he's going to talk about it for a long time.
Yeah.
And so that'll take up some time.
So I bet you have all of these pockets of knowledge from where you've gotten to listen to the deepest dive videos on topics that other people probably don't know about.
Yeah, I have a strange collection of knowledge that's not helpful, even in my interests, but it's there.
I want to wholeheartedly recommend Action Button to you because you can entirely just listen to it, and they are very long and some of the most entertainingly written video game essays ever. And I'm dying for someone to talk with about them.
Yeah.
So I'll send you a link.
And they're usually like at least 6 hours long. Some of them are
wicked
longer.
Funny too, dude.
That's the best, dude. That's the best.
Yeah.
I drive an average of like 6 to 8 hours a day.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And I have a delivery heavy fucking driving job, but like I run out of shit. I listened to the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy in like a week and a half.
Damn.
It took no time at all. And that's one advantage. I guess I have time to do that, but fucking I'm running out of shit to listen to. That's why this show has been the greatest thing to happen to me. Like every day.
We can get an hour.
I got an hour covered.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just need to find the other 5.
Yeah.
A follow-up question from Ty. Weirdest car you've seen? You must have seen some weird shit out there.
I have seen some weird things, although things I guess don't really, like I see so many things, it's hard for things for me to remember. This doesn't really count, but it makes me laugh. I guess the weirdest car I've seen is the one that was parked on top of this fucking, I don't know. It was for like an old 50s diner somewhere in Maine, and it's just parked on top of this pole. It's like an old 50s. I don't know if it's a Corvette or something. The car itself is not strange, but I cannot fathom how they got that thing up there.
That's crazy.
Like they must have used a crane, but every time I drive by it, I think of it. I'm like, how did they get that thing there?
How'd they get there? Is it just like on a pole like a McDonald's sign would be off a highway?
Yeah, it's like it's a sign, but as far as I can tell, it's a car. I don't think it's a sign.
Leonard,
other than that, they made a really 3-dimensional sign.
I feel like that's the kind of thing you would do if you had like just generational wealth for no reason. I feel like you would be like, hey, check this out. I put a fucking car on a pole.
Absolutely. I would do far worse than that too.
Yeah.
I'd have like little Vlad Tepes, fucking Vlad the Impaler car recreations and things like that.
Fucking
Hell yeah.
Optimus Prime skewered on a thing like backwards.
Yeah.
Fuck
That's right. It's a transformer-free zone. Decepticons for life, bitch.
Fuck yeah. You know, actually, I've noticed, I feel like a strange amount of tractor trailers that have a Decepticon thing on the hood. Is that a trucker culture thing? Or is that just because...
Not that I've seen, but it might be.
Okay.
It might be.
I mean, it's kind of cool. Have you seen, Leonard, I can't remember the name of it, but the sort of culture around 18-wheelers in Japan?
No.
So there's this culture of them being decked the fuck out. Like cool as heck.
Like Southern California cars, like
Yes.
donked out cars, but they do it
Yeah.
with tractor trailers.
Yeah, Japanese trucking. I'll find a link and drop it in. But my next question, I noticed in the chat, Mason, you asked this, and this was a question I had as well, which is, do you actually use your CB radio all the time? And are you guys talking to each other and controlling traffic?
Oh, yeah. Is that, you conspiring?
I wish in the golden days that was true. It's everything I've ever heard. It was absolutely true. It was used to fucking evade the cops. It was used to fucking warn people of accidents and shit. We don't have one. And it sucks. And it sucks so hard. I wish I had one. I thought what my handle would be in everything and just fucking, but we don't use them. Well, some guys still do, but fucking company vehicles don't use them anymore.
Do we need to just get you a CB? Do we need to start like a little GoFundMe? Because you gotta have it.
We need a GoFundMe so I can have a CV, so I can enjoy real trucking as it was meant to be.
Yeah, wait. So if we got you a CB radio, would you be able to put that in your truck and then use it? Or
I don't know.
I
don't know what they would do.
Surely it could be portable.
probably, yeah.
And you could just
if
like
it
have
was
it in the seat
portable, I
next to you.
suppose.
Because like, what are they going to do? Stop you? So
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they.
Yeah, for real.
If your company tells you can't have a CB radio, you can just go to any news station and they'll be like, trucker had his CB radio taken away from him, and no one will be on their side.
Yeah,
It's
man.
quoted as saying, I thought this was America.
Yeah, literally. Colin has said in the chat, CBD's truck nuts.
CB's truck nuts. So that sucks. I was really hoping that you would. I was
That's
really
so
hoping.
depressing.
I'm sure you were really hoping you'd have a CB radio. Damn.
What would your
I was
name
too.
be?
I was looking forward to it.
What would
Motorhead,
your handle?
of course.
Motorhead?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Everyone has to know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And Lenny, what's his name? Kravitz. Lemmy.
Lenny Kravitz. Yeah. Yeah, it's Lenny Kravitz.
That's so fucking wrong.
What? You're just saying Lenny Kravitz out of nowhere. I was like, what could he have to do with this?
I'll give him this. It's Lemmy Kilmeister.
Thank you.
So the letters are there, but very, very different.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Very different.
I knew I was close.
So I posted in the chat, the Japanese truck culture I was talking about is called Decotora, and they are it means decoration trucks. So they have like
Okay.
neon lights, LED, murals, paint jobs. Like you see this sometimes, I feel like with shorter haul trucks, like a lot of tow trucks in our area. Fuck towing, mostly evil, but you do got to tow cars sometimes for cool reasons. They have killer paint jobs. Like they look so sick. The way that these Japanese truck looks is like very mariachi to me. It has like a real interesting like Mexican vibe. So it's funny that you brought up like California car culture. It's just wild. They look so cool, and it's just like decking out these massive trucks.
I think it's the colorful maximalism and
Yeah.
the lights that shares.
Yeah, this is super cool.
These
I
things-
like it. I like there's nothing spared. It's just like, look at this fucking thing.
Yeah, these are crazy. I'll throw some up on the screen. I'll throw up a Google image search that people can see hiding behind us.
It's like if Boz Lerman was doing the next Mad Max, and I'm really here for that. Like, we'll watch.
The next question is one I have every time, because every time I'm in the passenger seat, well, Bug's driving, and we pass a truck, I look up to the right, and I feel like I always see the driver looking straight down into the car, and I have to assume they're just clocking everything that's in my car because they can see it from where they are. Is that what you're doing? Do you do that?
Yeah, maybe it might be a little bit of that.
Yeah,
you
100.
almost can't help it. Like you almost can't stop yourself from fucking looking, because like if you're paying attention, you see them coming in your radio and you're looking. I look to make sure they're not going to drive in fucking front of me, because it happens so often. So I'll look down to see if I can see them put their fucking like whatever directional on.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
by,
And then,
like,
you
by
take-
the
you
grace
take
of
stock,
God, if they put their blinker on.
Yeah, which never happens, because the fucking might as well not even be put in vehicles and save us some money, because nobody ever uses them.
Yeah.
Save on those 2 relays, a couple lights.
Yeah.
So,
But
I mean,
you gotta look. You can't help. You can't help but notice what they got going on.
I don't blame them. I mean, I would be doing the same thing, but it just occurred to me one day. I was like, oh shit, you can see everything in here. You like know that we got trash all over the floor.
Yeah.
Or whatever. There's no hiding sins from you.
But I also, we can't be the most interesting thing you see in any given day. That's what I'm always thinking about as a person who works in customer service. Mason you get so anxious when you have a bad interaction with a customer service person. I'm like, you're not the most interesting thing that happened to them in the last 5 minutes. Like, they don't remember you.
I can only imagine. What is the weirdest thing you've seen looking into someone's car?
It's just whatever variation of mess that they have going on, or like whatever their kids are doing is usually the strangest thing. Like if I see a kid throwing something or making some face, because like school bus kids will just like, I don't know, they're menaces. All of them. Every single one of them's a
I have
menace.
such a memory of terrorizing truck drivers on the highway in a school bus. We'd all be like begging them to honk their horn.
Yeah. Kids still do that. It's awesome. They're
that's
only
so
kids.
cool.
I will only do it for kids. If an adult starts pumping the arm, I'm like, listen, buddy, your time is gone.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
But so kids are still doing that? Because I remember as a kid, there's a real special feeling when a truck honks and you're like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, kids still do it. It blows me away. I can't believe it.
That's so cool.
I'm happy to. I'm happy to also see the look of disappointment they have on the lame truck I have's fucking air horn. It sounds like shit.
No.
It's not very fun. It's not. And so like I used to be embarrassed to do it. I was like, no, this will be even funnier. So like I'll hit the air horn. You just look at this mild bemusement and disappointment. Like, well, that's not what I thought it was going to be.
Is it just like a normal car horn? Is you just have one of those like type beat?
It's a little louder, but I mean, it's not the fucking. It's not that cool. It's pretty lame.
I have a sudden question. Something came to me that I feel like, so I mentioned, Leonard, in the chat that my grandma, Kathy, is the biggest fan of trucks and truck drivers, I think, in the world. It is, like I've said, her life's goal to drive an 18-wheeler, which we're not really thinking is going to happen. But if anyone finds out that there's a way for anybody to just drive one, please tell her. But she is also the one who got me into Sylvester Stallone. So you know where this is going. Have you seen Over the Top? And what are your feelings about it?
I have only seen bits of Over the Top, and it was before I became a truck driver. It's on my list of movies I need to watch. Like, what's the other one? Maximum Overdrive. And just movies like that. Like, I don't know. I like that movie to begin with. I thought it was ridiculous, but I haven't seen it since becoming a truck driver. I don't have the full appreciation. What I have seen since becoming a truck driver is Big Trouble in Little China. Oh. And I love Jack Burton even more than I loved him the first time. Yeah. What a real man.
I haven't seen that movie in years.
I've never even heard of that one.
And Mason, the movie Over the Top.
Oh, you should watch that movie.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, it's very good. It's ridiculous.
Over the Top is about Sylvester Stallone. He's a truck driver. He's trying to impress his kid. Also, it's about arm wrestling. So it's about like underground arm wrestling with truck drivers.
Okay. That weirdly makes sense on an intuitive
It's one of the ones
level.
he also wrote, unsurprisingly.
We have a rerun. Alistair in the chat says, if truckers see everything in your car and judge you for it, does that make them the gods of the highway? Is that how you feel, Leonard?
That's certainly how I feel, yeah. Of course.
Absolutely.
A forsaken God is blasphemed quite often, but God all the same.
Just start yelling out the windows like, worst followers ever.
I think we all probably feel this way, but I feel like the pantheon of truck driving gods is some cross between like the Norse pantheon and like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Okay. That's sort of how I picture it.
Yeah.
There's a great question from George in the chat, which I am super curious about, which he asks, is there a rivalry between truck driver license classes?
Oh.
And if not, who would you personally have beef with the most?
Oh, I didn't even know there were different classes.
Yeah, there's Class A and Class B, and technically also Class C. The main difference, it comes down to weight, just like how much weight it moves, like will change the license class that you're supposed to have. And it has to be used for commercial purposes, which is why like RVs, not a CDL. Don't need a CDL to drive an RV.
Yeah.
Fucking ludicrous. You should absolutely need a CDL to drive an RV, but you don't have to because it's not for a commercial purpose.
That's bonkers. I mean, I guess they'll let anyone drive a 23-foot U-Haul too.
Well, and you don't need one for a bus if you take the seats out. It's all crazy.
Well, it depends on how heavy it is. You might still, but that buses have like their own endorsement, a passenger endorsement. Like I can drive a coach bus with nobody in it, but not if anybody's in it because I don't have a passenger endorsement.
That makes sense.
So there is at very least a one-way beef between Class A holders and most Class B holders, for sure. At least I do. I don't know if you saw in my in the chat in the Discord about my rantings about fucking box truck drivers. But
Yeah.
You said they're
if
the
I had
true
to pick
enemy.
one that I beef with, they are the true enemy. It's construction guys and box truck drivers. The very nature of their job is in opposition to mine.
That's so
We're
funny.
natural enemies.
So are they? Do you need a CDL to drive a box truck? Because that's commercial too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Depending on the size, I mean, like your typical construction box truck, you might just need a medical card. You might not need a CDL, depending on how big it is.
Medical
But
card?
yeah. Yeah, DOT medical card.
What the
You have
fuck?
to go get a physical. And the physical is supposed to be like, this guy's
Yeah.
not just going to outright up and die in the middle of the day. Like he's somewhat healthy.
I encountered
Okay, that makes
this.
sense.
My uncle for a long time in the family, as his mother, my grandma Kathy, would be proud, was a short haul truck driver. He drove for Frito Lay, and
yeah.
something that he really struggled with was he has diabetes and he had to get off insulin, which is really scary, I think, to think about.
Yeah.
That I don't know if this is across the board true, but there was at the time where he worked, you couldn't be insulin dependent, which to me says not that drivers aren't insulin dependent, but that they don't have the insulin they need, because people are not going to be able to just switch careers. That's, a life-saving, changing medicine. So I thought that was a really surprising and kind of flooring type of regulation. Have you encountered anything else kind of like that?
Oh yeah, actively, currently, like my CDL is at risk because I may or may not have sleep apnea. And the thing is, I have passed several at-home sleep apnea tests.
Yeah,
saying I don't have it, but they were not considered valid for whatever reason.
Wow.
So I have to like next month, actually, I have to do one. But basically, like what it does is it creates a really big culture of doctor shopping and lying.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
So it's not really like, there's crazy fucking regulations about it too, because like if I got a sleep apnea, I got like immediately I have to use a CPAP machine, period. End of story. Nothing else I can do. I have to have readings for a certain amount of time, and I can only get a medical card for a maximum of 1 year instead of 2, which is what the normal maximum is. But if you have anything else going on, it'll reduce how long you're allowed to have the card, and it incentivizes people not to have anything. Like if I was to go to this is a fucking whatever, an example, a hypothetical, but like it's a real thing. If I was to go, say, to a therapist and get diagnosed with severe depression, I would be ineligible to have a DOT medical card.
That's
based off
wild.
that diagnosis.
That is
unless I had some kind of like medication to fix it, and then it would depend. Like if you have ADHD, like because we're not a proper country anymore, and truckers cannot do speed anymore, like we should be able to. You have to have a prescription for Adderall, and then you'll get like a 6-month or a 1-year card. I understand what they're going for, but it sucks. It sucks. But even besides me just wanting to do drugs, like there's legitimate reasons why the system doesn't actually work that well, because it inspires people just to lie. There's plenty of people who do have sleep apnea who will just not go to certain places to get their medical card so that they don't have to prove that they don't have it.
Well,
so they can just do their job.
And the thing that really scares me about this is that it discourages treatment. It discourages taking control of your health, and it means that your drivers are more unhealthy and more likely to have problems that they don't know about because of the pressure of living in capitalism. This leads me to, first of all, Mason, we recently saw something crazy. We are not going to say the name of anything involved, but we saw a real biker gang recently.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like a real one. Like one of the real ones.
We were driving through a place that has a known famous one. Probably not the one you're thinking of. Less like one you don't know the name of, not a household name. But they drove by and I was like, I think that's an actual like outlaw MC.
And not a household name because they're still very active.
Very active. And so I quickly just like Googled some of the patches that I saw, and I was like, oh, yep. Let's just not look at whatever those guys are up to at any time.
We sure did see them minding their own business at a truck stop.
Yeah.
And it was all very like, yep. That's real.
If anybody wants to know specifically what they were doing, they were giving candy away to children.
We assume.
They were doing a charitable fundraiser. And we didn't see anything.
We didn't see anything, and we were nowhere.
Yeah.
Do you
sometimes it's funny. You look right at things and you don't see them. I don't know. I don't know
so
what
weird.
happens.
do you encounter crazy stuff? I can only imagine that you must have encountered some crazy things out there.
I have seen tells of crazy things happening for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I have been fairly lucky in that I haven't really witnessed anything dangerous aside from delivering like in certain places in the middle of cities in the middle of the night and whatever risk may come associated with that naturally anyway. I'm just happen to be in that position all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a question.
But I don't have anything too crazy. I did have a homeless guy tell me he was getting married once. And that was my favorite story of all time. 'Cause I
Really?
was just sitting at a red light and he's like, "Hey brother, God bless." I was like, "What's up, dude?" He's like, "I'm getting married tomorrow." I'm like, "No shit, really? Where?" He's like, "Right here." I'm like,
Fuck
right
yeah,
where you
dude.
standing? He's like, "Yeah." Like, congratulations.
I hope they're so happy.
Yeah.
That's so great.
I hope so too.
That's great.
There's a great question in the
Great
Discord from Coyote Astronaut, and I've wondered this too. Can anyone use the showers at a truck stop, or what's the protocol?
I don't know the real answer to that question because I've never used one. I think showers are free if you're getting fuel or staying there.
Okay,
A lot of truck
like
stops
in your
you'll have-
truck.
Oh.
Yeah, like parking. Yeah, because the truck stop you can stay there overnight. I don't drive sleepers. I looked and I saw questions. I can't answer any questions about sleepers because I
Okay.
drive one.
Have you been in one though? Like ever? Like poked your head in one?
I've poked my head in one. They look comfy to me, but I like, if you recall, also one time slept in a fireplace during a party. So like, I don't require much.
It was
I
my
love a
fireplace,
small.
I remember.
I love a small space. Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah. So they seem comfy to me, but I'm sure they could be. There are like luxury fucking sleeper units, like these fucking mobile condos that people have.
I've seen
Those things look awesome.
Yeah, some pictures on the internet look pretty fucking crazy.
This leads into also a question, Mason, that I think you had that is really interesting. I know, Leonard, you can only speak to sort of the company you work for and the situation, but like who owns what when it comes to a truck? Like if you have a sleeper cab, presumably it's yours or your company has them because you're super long haul. That's something I've always been curious about, seeing like the luxury kitted out ones.
If it's a luxury one, almost certainly the person who's driving it owns it.
Right. Yeah.
That
If
makes
it's
sense.
a company, it can depend. My company leases vehicles. Some companies buy them. Leases
sense.
are, I mean, it's not like they're super useful by the time we're done with them.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, they don't own them outright because it allows them to have the other company service them.
Right.
So a lot of companies like
That makes total sense.
companies like Ryder or Penske will
Yeah.
oftentimes own the vehicles and also service them.
Yeah.
That makes
And
sense.
that's why companies will do a leasing agreements, because like I can call Ryder on the road if I have an issue and they'll show up and fix it. It'll take them forever and they might not fix it right, but they'll do it. And they'll show up.
That makes total sense. And so also, and that I'm also assuming because you're a fleet driver, then was I right about that dichotomy? Like your company owns the track or leases the tractors and the trailers are all there. So you're not like picking up other people's stuff. It's all fairly predictable. Like, you know, the condition of all the trailers. It's not like, hold on. That's too many. That's like 6 questions fused together.
I think I got what you got though.
You're a fleet driver, right? And is it fleet drivers versus everyone else? Not versus, but like fleet drivers, then indie drivers?
Yeah, we're going to take them out too. Any day now. We're almost done wiping them out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It would technically be called a company driver, but a fleet driver is the same thing, you know?
Gotcha.
Yeah, we deal with our own trailers. Sometimes, occasionally, we'll have a different company's trailer in the yard, but we'll never deliver with them for the most part. Yeah, we have our own trailers. The quality is somewhat to be expected, you know, unless somebody hits something. Aside from anything that you wouldn't know until you saw it anyway. But
Right. Because my thought was, you see, like, and I think everyone sees this. Presumably, I'm not just seeing this more often, or maybe it's more often in Kentucky. Fucking tires exploded all over the
Dude,
place.
constant.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Shit's just blowing up like crazy. And I had to assume, my thought was like, well, what would be causing this? And I was like, well, I guess if people are just picking up and passing around trailers, and maybe it's a kind of thing where the person who actually owns the damn thing and will be responsible for the tires is just so far back in the chain of custody that no one knows why.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what it is? Or why are these tires fucking blowing up everywhere?
I've also wondered that. I've had tires go on me that were perfectly fine. People have had brand new tires go on them. I think there's a combination of things. I think it's probably has to do with weight distribution. And if things are not distributed evenly, and there's uneven pressure on a tire, and then you're going over pumps or potholes or whatever else.
Pumps or potholes.
Hell yeah.
Bumps or potholes. Yeah, they're fucking making words up now.
Take that, Grok.
Yeah. I can make things up too.
I was thinking of botthole, but
No.
but so even new ones.
Yeah, I think that's probably why.
So you've had it happen to you. What is it? Is it just like bang and then pull over, or what's that like?
Yeah, if well, it depends on the blowout, because you might not notice it's happened till you got back. If you've ever seen a truck not stop, they might not know.
Oh,
because you have 17 other tires. You can keep driving. If you didn't happen to hear or feel it happen, and if it's far enough back in like the tandems in the trailer, you might not.
Yeah.
Then fucking, you might not know. That's what happened to me. I was coming back from New York, and I looked, and I was like, I'm missing a tire. I don't know where the tire went, because it didn't fall off. I would have seen it in the mirrors. It just fucking shredded. And it turns out what had happened in that case was fucking going over a bump. One of the mud flaps pulled the metal piece down because it got caught in between the tires, pulled the metal piece down and shaved the tire off. And then eventually popped it. Yeah. But it could also be a lot of trucks, like in trailers, have tire auto inflation systems. So they provide continuous air to keep them inflated. Could be an issue with that, too. Could be like whatever's regulating it not working right and just fucking blowing it up.
That makes sense. I think I've seen those, too, because those are the ones on the outside. You can see like the little pipes running to the valve stem where you put air in the tire.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That's so neat. Is that the same system as? That's not the same system as the air brakes. You probably have a separate compressor and shit, right? For safety, maybe.
Yeah, I believe it's a different system.
Gotcha. I realize that's probably like dependent on so many different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, for our trucks anyway. Yeah, I mean, a whole bunch of trucks could be different.
In the Discord, Jordan asked favorite gas station, and he said, so I asked about chains earlier, but Jordan said specifically city, state, like, etc., a specific gas station that holds a place in your heart. So 2 questions. Broadly, favorite place to stop. Secondarily, favorite place ever, period, singular, to stop.
It's like a Sunoco gas station in Hoosick, New York. It's next to like some weird tchotchke shop. That's my favorite.
Hell yeah.
Is it because of the tchotchke shop?
There's a big dirt driveway. No, I've never even been in there. It's my favorite because it had a big dirt driveway and nobody gave a fuck. So I would park there, and then when I was still smoking heavily, I would go buy a pack of cigarettes and a Red Bull and a breakfast sandwich and just stand out there for like a half hour. I would take a break and people left me alone. And that's not a fucking super... plenty of places you can do that, but something about that spot, because it was when I first became what's called a bid driver, so I got to pick my own runs. It's a whole fucking thing to explain, but I got to pick my runs. We're just going to leave it at that. I picked one that went out to Ithaca, New York, because I didn't have many options. And that stop was always available for me on the way back when I most needed it. So it has a special place in my heart. My favorite chain is probably Maple Fields, which is pretty much only in Vermont.
Maple Fields?
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I lived in Vermont. I've never seen one.
Yeah, they're mostly off of like, they're more northern, and they're also in upstate New York and stuff. But, it's not anything special, but sometimes they have an Amato's there attached to it, so you can get like a pizza.
Also,
hell yeah.
This makes complete sense, Leonard, because I don't want to be a dick, but you guys have dog shit gas stations up there, and we're kind of in the Midwest.
We don't have like, yeah, we don't have like fucking all the crazy shit you guys have.
I would be very curious.
There's no Wawas. We don't have anything fun or whatever.
You don't have Sheets?
I've never been to Louisville. No Sheets.
Or Love's up there either.
Love's is the hot.
We got Circle K, man.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I
remember
Cumberland Farms.
When Irving came to Keene.
Yeah, Cumbies.
Oh, yeah, Cumbies.
Yeah.
Love Cumbies. Brooke didn't believe me that's what it was called when I first said it. I was like, oh, yeah, we'll just stop at Cumbies. And she was like, the fuck? Cumbies?
It's crazy. It is. I would love, Leonard, you need to come and visit us, and you need to go on like a little road trip with us, because I would love to do a series where we take you as a truck driver to our truck stops out here in the Midwest, and you rate them, and you're comparing them. They're going to be better here. They are just better, but there's more space. So
Yeah, I'd love to do that. Actively love going to new gas stations.
Oh, me
It's so
too.
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I drive somewhere in my personal vehicle. Like, can I fit a truck here? Like, that's my number one question
yeah.
when I look at it. Its viability to me is whether or not I can fit a truck there. If I can't, the place sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck this place.
Yeah.
That's
if I can, there's hope.
That's so funny. I mean, there's a charm to it. It's such a transient place, but there's also like, you never know what you're going to find inside. And I feel like increasingly, at least out here, and maybe this is a thing because I'm not used to it, because in New England, they're like, you fucking whatever, Sunoco stations. It's a rundown place. They don't have a bathroom. And if they do, you can't piss in it. And if they let you, you don't want to be anywhere near it.
Yeah.
Out here.
Yeah, you might catch something.
Yeah, out here, it's like fucking super malls. There's like Buc-ee's where there's like a gas pump fucking every 3 feet for 10 miles. It's crazy. And then all of the like, every gas station has like a soda pop spaceship. Where
I'll say, I kind of hate Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is too far in the other direction. It's like, I'm trying to shit here, buy something cheap and decent to eat, and like get maybe a Slurpee and a tank of gas. And Buc-ee's makes me feel like I have walked into the worst part of a Disneyland. And that is not what I'm trying to do at like 9 p.m.
No, you don't need that. There's this truck stop in like fucking Hampton, New Hampshire that has a Red Arrow diner in it.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the Red Arrow. It's a gas station, and there's a shower area, and that's fucking it.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you need.
That's
it's
all
not
you
like
need.
crazy stuff. My favorite truck stop, I meant to tell this earlier. I guess we're probably running out of time. My favorite truck stop, now that I think of it, is up in Vermont, not Vermont, Maine. It's in Bangor, Maine. It's like a Dysarts or Desserts or some shit like that. I can't pronounce it. That place is my favorite because it was the first actual truck stop I ever went to, and they had boneless wings there, and you could get 20 of them. And it was right across the street from the hotel. So I go and walk my wings over to the Best Western White House Inn, which is this fucking goofy place that's like themed with statues of presidents and shit. Like
really,
that.
dude?
And I'd eat my wings and feel like a real American.
That's fucking awesome.
This place looks like it rips.
The White House Inn.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
I think it's Bangor. I could be wrong, but it's whatever it is that the truck stop's next to it.
I bet that place is rough right now. I don't know. We'll have to see. There's a question that has come because you're right, we are running out of time. I didn't realize it's 8:04. We started a little bit late, so we're running just a little late. I think this will end up being the last question. It was asked both by Jordan and by Ty. What do you always have within arm's reach while trucking? I'm assuming besides the expected, like phone, a coffee. What do you have always in arm's reach?
Yeah, besides the expect, I'll have paper towels. Are endlessly useful, especially if you have a runny nose, because you don't realize how annoying that is until you can't stop.
Yeah. Oh, wow. We didn't even get to ask if can you not stop? Oh.
You can, but you have to find a spot, and New England, that's not always a possible thing.
Yeah.
To do.
Yeah.
So there's tons of times I just can't stop, really, unless I want to just stop and take up a lane of the road.
Which you can. Who's going to stop you?
Which I will do at times.
Final question: what brand of paper towels?
whatever they have in the bathroom at work.
You ever try?
Just take them en masse.
Bro, you ever try Vivas?
Yeah, get you some Vivas.
God, we gotta talk about Vivas, but I guess it'll have to be next time. Leonard, thank you for joining us. The outro music fucking ran out, so just pretend it's still going.
Okay.
And thank you all for joining us.
This is Bug and Moss.